Today I'm going to be showing you how the 2010 Swift control panel works. This panel applies to all the vehicles in the Swift range, which includes the Escapes, Sundances, Boleros, Voyagers and Kentikis. This also applies to all Autocruise vehicles, the Star range, Star Plus range and driving range, as well as the van conversions, which include the Accents, the Altos, the Mondials, etc. Quite simple really. You've got a set of 6 buttons on the panel. You've got along the bottom, you've got a power button, a water pump button, a battery select button and a view levels button. First of all, to make anything work we have to turn the panel on. So we go and turn the power button on, leave it a couple of seconds for all the lights to die down, and the first thing we get coming up is which battery we're running off, which is the leisure battery. You can change that battery by pressing the battery select, and now we are running off the engine battery, which is obviously in the cab. Obviously this should only be used in emergencies, because running that battery flat would obviously mean you wouldn't be able to start your vehicle, so it's only advised in an emergency or if you really need to get that extra 5 minutes of electricity. So we'll flick it back. The second button along here is your water pump. Now I won't turn that on now because there's no water in the freshwater tank, so you should never turn it on if the tanks are empty, because you will burn your motor out. You quite literally turn that button on, there will be a green light that comes up next to it, and then all your taps will become pressurised, your shower and sinks will be ready to use, as well as the toilet flush and the hot water boiler. The next button, as we've already seen, is the battery select. The fourth button, the view levels button, press that once and it shows us all our levels: leisure battery, engine battery, wastewater and freshwater. Now with regards to freshwater, if the level was full the light would be green, and if the wastewater was full it would be red, to obviously signify that you need to empty the tanks. The two top buttons, you've got the awning light for the light outside and the main control switch for all the lights inside the vehicle. That is as difficult as that control panel gets. The only other light that's worth noting is this one up here. If that comes on, it obviously means you are connected to a mains source. If you have your vehicle plugged in and that light isn't on, then it could signify that you are not receiving a mains supply. However, if it is on, then all the 13 amp sockets in the vehicle become live and you can run the electric heating and electric hot water. After we're done with the panel, make sure we flick it off, and that's that. Many thanks.